adoptable
Yeah.
part of this whole week and what it's about. What was that like?
Yeah, they are incredibly cute. I also asked the staff what type of breed they are, and they're apparently staffies. I have 2 pit bull mixes at home that were both rescued in Seattle that I love very dearly. I'm actually incredibly passionate about adopting, not shopping. And it is something that is near and dear to my heart. I think there's a lot of dogs in need. A lot of dogs that are mistreated. And for me, they are a part of my family. They've always been a part of my family. They're allowed on the couch. They're allowed to run the roost. But yeah, I'm so passionate about having dogs and what my adopted dogs have done and brought to my life, which is you walk through the door after some stressful days, some happy days, and they're just wagging their tails and they give you the best feeling in the world. So yeah, adopt, don't shop. These dogs are incredibly cute. And just super excited for all that this means, where the funds are going, and excited.
Do you have any dog parent advice to anybody who might be looking to adopt one of these 2 dogs?
Yes, do it. No, yeah, it's hard. It's a nice introduction to children. So if you're headed down that path, but yeah, no, it's super fun. They just bring a lot of joy to your life. So definitely do it. If you feel the itch to do it, do it. It's my advice.
And then just the last one on the dogs for me. Obviously, we had a story with Janine last year adopting one of these dogs. Any contenders over there?
Children, so there's room for more. My husband surely doesn't think so, but we'll figure it out. So I'm prepared to go home and put up a good fight for another one.
Getting into the soccer of it, Angel City this week.
Yes.
Very eventful game last time we played.
Yes.
Very eventful.
Yes, very eventful.
Still managed to come out with 3 points. Do you expect it to be as eventful this time?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, after last match and obviously going down 3-0 at halftime, I go 3-3, and then there was potential for a set piece to get us into a 4-3 position. So felt like there's a lot of belief that second half. We know we underperformed the first half, didn't compete enough. And obviously this last 5-game push is really important for us, but nice to be back at home.
Hopefully no red cards this time.
Yes, yes, yes. Look, it's never fun when you're not winning, right? That's the reality. And it's finding unique ways to keep the group in a good space. And more of the final third. We've had the final touches in the box. We've had a lot of categories that would scream that it's a little bit cruel that we haven't walked away with the points, but the reality is we didn't walk away with the points. So we need to address and make sure we understand why. And just addressing it in different ways to ensure that we know we're in still a good spot, but the reality is it's crunch time. It's 5 games left, and that's the reality. So yeah, just putting ourselves in a good spot, headspace wise, showcasing that the process, I think it's been very open. I think we've all been very open. We are different this year, and we've said that from the get-go. The group really believes it, and we believe that, and what's gotten us to this point right now has been a part of that process, and being very bought into that process. And I think that we can never lose sight of that, because the journey and the process ultimately brings us success. And I think continuing to focus on where we've come, how long, and how far we've come is a big point still and a big emphasis for us.
Paul's got one in the chat.
Okay.
It says, has the team physically and mentally recovered from last week's road trip?
Yeah, no, I think it was a lot. It was a lot emotionally. It was a long trip itself, and with the Savin incident on the road at Seattle, it was an emotional toll for so many people, and being on the road for 2 games in combination with that was difficult. And I think we're just trying to get back to as quick as possible, getting that opportunity to refresh with those 2 days off, coming back in, and then just obviously doing what we can to prepare for the match this weekend. We have a clear idea of what we believe that they're going to present to us on the weekend, and obviously nullifying those threats and playing in what we believe where we can catch them is going to be really important.
One more. With the team chasing a playoff spot, how much more important is it to fill seats at Lynn Family Stadium for the final game?
Yeah, it's massively important. There's been multiple times this season that we've felt like really empowered by the crowd, and we know what it feels like to go away and play in front of a big crowd, that every time there's a corner kick and the drums are beating and they're taking their time and the crowd's getting louder and then they're getting the Jumbotron involved, that it just brings a different feel to the game. You really feel like the away team, and that's something that we really want people to feel coming into Lynn Family Stadium and playing against us, is feeling like they are the away team. So it's very helpful to have more people, big crowd, loud crowd, supportive crowd, and we are grateful so much for the support. So we just hope that it continues. Okay, awesome. Thank you, guys. Appreciate it.